Taurus, welcome to your mid-February 2017 general tarot reading. I'm Sailor Solitaire. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy and thankful that you guys are here joining me to really get a glimpse of what's going on for you in February. I know that I watch all my signs, and if I feel there's something going on with a certain planet, and yeah, I mean, it's not an exact science, so do what you want, do whatever you feel is right for you. I myself am a Taurus sun. I feel like lately Tauruses in general have been having issues with their throat, more so than any other time, because Taurus is ruled by the throat, and I feel like there's always some sort of throat or communication problem, but maybe towards the beginning of the month, even the beginning of this year, for some of you, we have been finding it difficult to express ourselves properly or to get the message to certain individuals right. I feel like sometimes you'll say something and it'll come across completely different, and you're struggling with how you can change that, and you're wondering if you're doing something wrong. I know that Tauruses don't really want to change how they do things, but I feel like it is starting to be a bit of a problem, minor or major. It could just be when you're discussing trivial things with your friends, hypotheticals, or maybe you're communicating with your boss and you come across as not being a good worker when really you're just telling it how it is, or maybe you're being too timid and you're not fully being honest, and people and it's ending up coming around and biting you back in the ass, and you should have just been honest. For others of you, though, I feel like for other Tauruses, there is still a focus on your communication and on your throat, but it's a really good thing. I feel like some of you have really found your voice and have found the right ways to communicate. You're finally speaking your truth, and you don't care how it sounds to other people. And I think that's great. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you may have found you're around people who understand you, which is helpful, but that's also giving you the confidence to speak how you feel in other situations. Okay, so let's get started with the reading. This is for my Tauruses, my fellow bull lovely Tauruses, for mid-month February 2017 reading. Okay. First card is the Sun. Such a beautiful card. If you can't see, in the center there's red, and then it radiates red, orange, yellow outward to the four corners of the card where there are doves. There's a dove in each corner, just flying outward, radiating out and shining bright. Such a good card. You can just feel the warmth and feel the energy. You can just feel it absorbing into your skin, and you can feel it in your body, in your blood. You feel that energy of the life-giving sun. In your recent past, we have the Son of Swords. So this is also called the Knight of Swords in most decks, and this can be associated with a Gemini energy, so Gemini male or female. if you have Gemini in your chart, if you're maybe on the cusp of the Taurus Gemini cusp, or maybe this could represent a definite Gemini figure in your life, but for some reason this is having a really big impact on your current situation, since it is in your current past position. Now, something for you to think about and maybe even meditate upon is the Five of Swords. Okay, so this is known as a self-destruction card, self-sabotaging. There's a period of ungratefulness, or a feeling of ungratefulness, and it sort of could be your undoing, which is what the new moon in Pisces, every time you have a new moon in the 12th house, this is sort of what people refer to it as, or not necessarily a new moon, but any sort of lunar happening in the 12th house. The 12th house has to do with your undoing, you know, the end. But of course, with every end, there's a beginning, so I wouldn't be too worried. Let's see what the final outcome card is for you. Oh, wow, look at that. That's beautiful. That's the Magician. Another major arcana card. So the Sun was 19 and the Magician is 1. And it has a similar color scheme to the Sun. Really positive, bright, fiery colors. 2017 is a year of fire. There's lots of action going on, and you know, with the Son of Swords energy, someone who's just swooping in for the kill. The Son of Swords is a man of action, not grace, but he definitely gets things done, and so does the Magician. He can harness the energy, maybe the energy of the Sun, and the Magician can use that and use his resources and his abilities to assert his will, to create the world that he wants for himself. The only thing that is interesting to me here, because it's all very good cards, the Five of Swords, I mean, you have two swords here, and swords usually indicate some sort of struggle, so maybe it does have to do with the communication struggle, or the maybe even language barriers I'm getting, or maybe just there's just different perspectives against each other that are sort of preventing you from advancing a relationship with someone, or from making yourself, your true self, known. But right now, I mean, it's a good time for you to like I said, absorb that energy, that cosmic energy around you, because there's some good things. Pisces is such a spiritual sign, and the sun was even going to go into Pisces. So you'll have the solar eclipse, the new moon, and the sun in Pisces. And I feel like you need to get in touch with your spiritual side. I mean, it's okay to be practical and pragmatic about your life and what's going on, because you do need to maneuver social situations on a realistic level. Not everyone wants to, you know, get in touch with their feelings and get in touch with their spiritual side. So you do have to respect that. But at the same time, I feel like when you are more aware of the will of the universe and how that relates to you and your purpose, you can navigate through your social and even career and business situations a lot better and with more grace. Like I said, the Son of Swords is not a man of grace. He's a man of action, or a woman, you know, it doesn't really matter. But he's a social champion. He can blend in with any crowd. He can, and he or she, of course, they can blend in with any crowd. They are very well-liked people. They're usually very purposeful. They're driven, and I feel like this could definitely be you. Or if not, then it's somebody who you look up to and who you want to sort of imitate their qualities. This person is, you know, smart. He's educated. he's really a force to be reckoned with. And that is sort of what you're aiming for, and you're going to get that. You're going to be the magician. You are going to be the creator of your own life. You're not going to let other people decide your life for you and your decisions. You're going to let your own voice out, and through your words and through your actions, you're going to create the life that you want very soon. When it comes to greed, and when it comes to a lack of fear of consequences, then that might lead to self-defeat, and that might lead to you going into certain situations that you have no business being in, and you might just, you know, for the hell of it and for the fun of it, or because you feel like you're invincible, then you're going to go into situations which, you know, and with a clear head, you know, are not good for you. So I just feel like you need to be a bit cautious, sort of not be so quick to act, and to remember that you don't need to do everything right away. There's time for you. Everything will happen in natural time. Because Taurus says you guys are stable, you guys are dependable, but when you get something into your head, you're like a bull, and you'll just go full force charging headbutt into everything. You know, you're like a bull in a china shop. You're not necessarily graceful when you get something in your head that you want to do. You just charge ahead full force. And I think this card is warning you. You know, it has been serving you in the past to swoop down for the kill and to go in there guns blazing, but you need to be careful, and you need to choose your battles. Otherwise, you might end up, you know, losing things, losing money, losing friends, losing time, losing energy, losing the stamina, losing this energy. Don't waste your efforts and energy on things that you know are not good for you, that you know that are not worth your time. But I think it's really beautiful that you have the Magician card here. It's control. Like the Son of Swords is action oriented, and he is educated. You know, it's a very smart, intellectual way of moving, but it's a bit aggressive. The Magician, he's got a lot of potential, but he knows how to use each resource accordingly, and he understands the will of the universe, and he knows that everything will happen in its own time. Now, see, your crowning card is the Ace of Wands. Now, if you just look, you have two major arcana cards, and you have the Ace of Wands as your crowning card, and there's just so much fire, so much energy here, so much potential. The Ace of Wands is a beginning. It's a blessing from the universe that you are about to embark on something really wonderful, really powerful, something that will revitalize your spirit, something that will remind you of your ability to go venture out into the world and get what you want. So much energy, I feel, and I think that the only thing with these two cards is just warning you that you need to channel your energy in the right ways. So for this month, with the new moon, try to, you know, you have a lot of stuff to say, you have lots of ideas in your head, you're buzzing with passion, but direct it in the right way. Don't let it out, because you only get one chance to make a first impression. And the minute you say something the wrong way, it's never going to be the same. You can make a strong presence known to the world, and be a symbol of reliability and dependability. Use this energy to channel it into something. I know Tauruses get a bad rap for being boring people, but look at all this energy. The Sun, the Magician, the Ace of Wands. There's lots of things brewing, and we're also known, Tauruses, for our temper. So don't let it bottle up and then explode. You know, you want to channel it in the right directions. Use your communication. You know, if you need to meditate and use the energy of the new moon, if you want to get in touch with the Pisces parts of yourself, the spiritual and hidden parts of yourself, so that you can understand how your own mind works and how to express yourself in a way that's true to both you and the higher truth. I feel like you have a lot of responsibility this month. You have a lot to do, but you're blessed with so much energy and force that you have the ability to do it. You'll be able to communicate, you'll be able to make yourself known, you'll be able to reestablish your relationships, your networks, and you'll find that it helps you out financially. It'll help you out in your career and help you out with your social relationships or your home life. Number one thing I want you to remember from this reading is choose your battles carefully this month. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, any concerns, any feedback at all, please let me know. Be honest. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.